Okay, and welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in. I'm currently, let me just get rid of the Tapu Fini counter thing right now. But we are just doing some test runs with a team that my friend I decided to create. For me, it's a water type team. It's got no Lapras, which concerns me, but it might be able to pull off some shenanigans for us. We can see that these guys have the Anger Point Crocodile, assuming it's Anger Point anyways. They've got the big wall thing, which I do not have too much experience with, but is terrifying because it's got ridiculous physical defense. But we are mostly special attackers anyway. I don't really know how to run this team. It's going to be my first time going in, so I'm going to lead with, in this situation, Pelipper and Dracovish actually, and I think I'll take Seeking in the back and maybe the Jellicent. I think Jellicent might come in clutch here. Okay, the battle is beginning. They're going to be sending out in a Beast Ball and a Heavy Ball. Oh, they've got the Dusclops and Togekiss. Okay. Okay, I think I can live with that. The Togekiss should... Oh, I didn't change the item on my Dracovish, but that might actually come in handy here. If they're going to go for a follow me, we can likely take them out with our Fishish Rend. Oh, no, I did change the item. We've got Truce Band on Dracovish. That's not ideal, to be honest. We're going to go with Hurricane into Dusclops, but they're probably going to follow me anyways, and hopefully that means we get a Fishish Rend on the... Then again, they might not follow me. They might just go for a Dazzling Gleam. No, they're going to follow me, so that's perfectly fine. That means we get to hit a Fishish Rend onto the Togekiss. Togekiss should go down to that, and we get ourselves a nice little Hurricane off on the Dusclops. Dusclops is hopefully going to get confused, maybe hurt itself, probably not though. That seems like a lot of damage for a Hurricane onto a Dusclops here. These are casual battles, so this isn't really going to prove too much if we do manage to pick up a victory. They do get themselves a Trick Room up, which is perfectly fine again. The big wall thing that we see here is really bulky. But I do believe in the rain of Fishish Rend will KO. It's got good physical attack too, so I am a little bit concerned that it will be able to KO my Dracovish. And it probably Dynamaxes here. It probably Dynamaxes. I only imagine they got the Trick Room up just so that they can set up their Dynamax. I don't really know what my Dynamax option is, to be honest, with this team. I'm pretty much exclusively Dynamax and Lapras for the most part. But we do not have a Lapras on this team, so we're just going to have to wait and see what these guys are going to pull off. They are Dynamaxing in a Heal Ball. Crazy. Yo, I wonder where they caught this thing. Do you think this was a Ultra Sun shenanigan, or do you think this would have been a Dynamax adventure? Who knows? Damn, I've just realized there's no music in the background, so I'm just going to bump up the game sounds a little bit for you guys, so at least you get the battle sounds. Oh, Rockfall. Is that coming into Pelipper? If so, that's actually kind of good. That will KO Pelipper and prevent us from setting up our... Like, it gets rid of our rain, but that does mean Fishish Rend should go into the big wall with Truce Band, but they probably attack us first. No, they are silly enough to double into Pelipper. I mean, I guess that means that I don't get a Hurricane off, but it does mean that we're going to be getting somewhat max damage off of this Fishish Rend, which is nearly enough to KO. Nearly enough to KO with a critical hit. That's kind of upsetting to see. They are weakness policy, which means they are super threatening leading up to this. Ooh, that's a little bit spooky. That weakness policy prompt is kind of scaring me. We take a little bit of damage from the Dracovish. We did not bring Finny. I think my Dynamax option might be this guy here. I think that might be my only play. I don't think we're super slow. I don't think we'll outspeed this guy. Let me have a little look see at this thing's stats. I want to see how low its speed stat is. It's on 81, which isn't really low enough to be fighting the Trick Room war here. Unfortunately, we are a... Wait, are we Rindoberry? I think we might be Rindoberry, which is not great. Yeah, we are Rindoberry, which means that we don't really get too much of a bulk. In this, we're going to go for Max Geyser on him, I believe, and we'll just go for another Fishish Rend. Probably, let's target this guy just in case he doesn't take out my Dracofish, but I'm hoping that he does go for Dracofish. If he goes for Dracofish, that gives my Jellicent a perfect opportunity to KO the big wall. I don't know this thing's name, and it's in Japanese, so I can't even attempt to butcher it for you guys. Okay, so Jellicent's going to be my first Dynamax. It is a shiny Jellicent that my friend's eye actually hatched just randomly while breeding this Pokemon for me. Greatly appreciated. Shout out to I. I'll probably put his Twitch in the description for you guys. Max Rockfall is going to come into Dracofish. Okay, so that means that we do get to KO the big wall this turn. But we do only have Seeking in back. But if he does have what is it? If he has the Raikou in the back, then we are in a nice situation. Because that means that we've got our... No, was it a Raikou? I feel like it was a Raikou. It was definitely an electric type that they had in the back, but maybe not actually brought it. But if they do, then we're in a great situation having Seeking protecting us and having a rain up here. But it's always possible that that is not the case. Let's find out. Okay, so we're sending our Seeking, and there is a Raikou. So it was the correct choice by bringing Seeking here and conserving it to the very end. If we can just get rid of the Raikou before it manages to get rid of our Seeking, then we'll be in a nice spot. Lowering its speed probably won't do too much. We probably should just go for a Horn Drill. Or we should Protect. Nah, they'll probably go for an electric type move, thinking that they're big brains here. Thinking that that'll do a lot of damage. This Pain Split's probably going to take a good chunk of HP off of us. No, not too bad. Not too bad. It does heal up the Dusclops, though, unfortunately. We do Icy Wind first, which is actually a bad thing. That might lower the Raikou's speed so that it can get an attack up before our Jellicents. But if it goes for the... No. We are still slower. That's good. Max Geyser isn't quite enough damage, but it's pretty close, and they do go for a Thunderbolt, so they are not necessarily thinking about why we brought a Seeking to the Dawn battle. I mean, I don't understand why they would do that, but I kind of want to focus the Dusclops here, because if Dusclops runs about for too long, we're gonna be in an issue. We're gonna be in a big problem, but the Pain Splits are a problem either way. Should we just focus the Raikou and get out of here before things get too bad? This will lower physical defense, which may come in handy. So we're going to go for the Max Darkness. No, Max Ghost move. I can't remember what it's called. I actually want to find out. Max Phantasm. Okay, so we're going to go Max Phantasm into the Raikou. And I guess I'll go for another Icy Wind. Even though that may lower the Raikou's speed stats to the point where... Oh, no, he just quits. GG. Okay, so we get that first win with the test round. Let's see if we can get another one in the casual battles. Okay, so we're going to see a slightly more threatening team this time around. We've got the Metagross to deal with, which is just a huge problem. Thunderous, Tornadus, Landorus, whoever this one is also an issue just because we do not have Lapras. Lapras is my answer to those guys usually. I'm not feeling too great about this one. The Kartana's also an issue, but apparently Fishious Rend Metagross can KO. No, Fishious Rend into the Metagross can KO. So, but we need to find a way to deal with it up to that point. They do have Incineroar. Incineroar can be a problem by intimidating our Dracofish. Probably do not want to lead with him. The Kartana is my main issue here, I believe. Kartana is a threat. Yeah, I don't see much that we actually get to do to Kartana. The Window Berry may be my best chance actually living anything from it. So I might just lead with the Jellicent this time. Have Dracofish in the back to deal with the Metagross. And we do have some electric threats. We do have a little bit of electric threats, but it's only the Rotom. But Rotom can be an issue. We may have to bring Seeking once again. Seeking kind of feels like a blank space sometimes, but at the same time, it's super useful. As you saw, it really came in clutch just then. Kartana does not have the grassy terrain support from Rillaboom, so at least it's probably not a grassy glide shenanigan. But it's likely that they do have a grass move in there because they do send out first turn. We do have the Window Berry plus the Hurricane to help us out here. I'm not sure if I want to Dynamax straight away, but Jellicent is pretty much my only viable Dynamax option at this point. They do get the Misty Surge up, which means we do not get any shenanigans off of that. Although, we could go for a Strength Sap onto the Kartana. If they go for a Grass-type move into us, I think that's my play. I think that's my play, and I think I'll Hurricane. Or do we Tailwinds now? I think we Hurricane. I think we Hurricane onto Kartana. No, actually, let's go into Finny. Let's go into Finny. Let's see how this turns out. It may not be the best play. It looks like they're going to Dynamax on the... I'm going to assume this is a Kartana Dynamax with Grass-type move. That would set up their grassy terrain, meaning that their grass moves are going to be so threatening. But with the Strength Sap, we might be able to manage something here. That is if we even manage to survive a max grass move into our Jellicents. They might not even target our Jellicents, but I'm assuming they will. Yep, they do target the Jellicents. We do have Rindo Berry on that. So let's pray that we do get to live down, hit a Strength Sap, and then we can maybe Dynamax in return. We just about live down. Strength Sap should heal us up all the way, but with a 50% boost, it's not that great. It's not like the... I don't know. We should get full HP. We should get full HP from this. Hurricane's going to go into the Tapu Fini, not doing too great damage. Can we get the Confusion? We do. Can we get a Confusion hit? Now that's where it matters. Tapu Fini's confused. It does land whatever it's going for. Moonblast, is that going to go into Pelipper? Yes, it would only make sense to go into Pelipper. Only makes sense to go into the Pelipper. Special attack drops, which is really bad for us, to be honest. Strength Sap's going into the Kartana, gonna lower that physical attack. And do we get full HP Jellicent in here? Yes, we do. So they do have the grassy terrain up, so that pretty much negates the attack drop that we just got there. Let's go for a Max Phantasm onto... Darn, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. I guess we go Max Phantasm into Kartana, as well as a Max... No, we probably want to swap out the Pelipper so that we can get a special attack boost again. No, so we can get our special attack back. I'm going to swap into the... I'm going to swap into Seaking here. I think that's my best play. We're going to Max Phantasm onto the... We may have wanted... No, Max Geyser wouldn't have done as much because it's not very effective. Iceman the OG popping in on the bottom of the screen. As you can see, with our stream avatars. That's a nice little thing to see people. The Pokemon on the bottom of the stream are people who are in my Twitch chats. I guess he's just popping by to say hello. Maybe not. Maybe he's just saying... Maybe he's just popping by, checking up on the channel. I don't know. But regardless, I appreciate him coming by because that does add to my viewership stats. We do live that pretty well indeedy, but not fantastic. We need to get the Confusion hit here. And Moonblast, nope, that's going to go into Jellicent. That doesn't seem to really matter though. They did not get a special attack drop, which is great, but we're not getting great damage either. We are not getting great damage either. I think Horndrill hits are pretty much one of my only ways to get in on this. We do lower their physical defense, but they are going to get some healing from that. From the grassy terrain, it's not looking too great. It's not looking too great in this battle. Kartana is pretty much my biggest threat. I'm here first. There he is. There he is. We don't stream for another 2 hours. So, thank you for being here, Mr. Iceman. But, you know, a little bit too early. I think I would just say welcome. Real quick. Recording video. You're in the bottom. Okay, so Jellicent goes down. That's pretty upsetting. They get the boost, so the physical attack is going to be back to normal. And that doesn't do too great damage. We get an Icy Wind up, so hopefully our Dracofish can outspeed. No, what? That's actually not a bad play. That's not a bad play. Maybe Dracofish can start outspeed on some stuff now. But the problem is, who do we even target? We can't KO the... We get KO'd by Tapu Fini for sure. Just for absolute sure. Do we want to go into Pelipper one more time? Get a Tailwind up? Maybe get a chance to KO this Tapu Fini before it goes down. I think that's my best play. But if the rain runs out, we've got 2 more turns of rain, including this one, which means our damage isn't going to be too great. Feeling pretty bad. Feeling pretty bad about that one. I probably want a Hurricane onto the Tapu Fini. We need to get rid of Tapu Fini. we need to get rid of Tapu Fini. I think I'll Icy Wind again so that we can get some lower speed once more. Leaf Blade's coming in. Is that just going to KO my Seeking? It is. So we are forced to bring in the Draco Fish. Hopefully we can just KO the Tapu Fini here. They do get another Beast Boost, which is pretty painful. That can... Yeah, no, they're definitely KOing whatever they hit at this point. Are you watching the stream? What stream? Okay, so we get KO'd. Okay. Oh, yeah, we lurking. Oh, I'm hosting us. Sweet. Cool. Okay, so we've only got Draco Fish left here, so there's pretty much no chance of us getting this win. From what I can tell, I don't believe that the Moonblast can miss. And Leaf Blade just definitely KOs. I'm gonna try and Fisher's Rend into the Kartana, but that's probably not gonna be enough damage. At least we get this last turn of rain. At least we got the last turn of rain. It does KOs. That's some useful information. A little bit of a weakened Kartana can get KO'd by a Fisher's Rend, but the Tapu Fini, we did not even get through one Pokemon until the very end right there. Okay, so third and final battle of today's video, I believe we've got Landorus and Thundurus from what I can tell. I think that's who they are anyways. So we're probably going to want to bring Seeking. We've got Mimikyu, which is also an issue. We've got Moongus, and yeah, it's not looking nice. Gillespie, I guess I guess Mimikyu sets up Trick Room. I mean, it's a pretty good Trick Room setter just because it gets that free hit. Okay. I guess we're gonna take. Who am I gonna take here? I'm not too sure. This is a tough decision. Let's take... I don't know if you guys heard my cat. No, I'm not going to hop on Genshin for a bit. He can't hear me. I'm going to have to type that in a moment. No, I'm going to take Coastal Air, Dracovish, Seeking, and Tapu Fini, or... I think we take Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini just for the Amoongus. I'll be focusing Pokemon for now, as I said, recording a video. I probably should have paused the video whilst I'm doing that, but I guess you guys can get the what's it called? I don't know. Full disclosure, sad me. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. This guy been wanting me to play some Genshin Impact on stream, but it's been bad for viewership, so I've been playing it exclusively off stream for now. I think that's Thundurus. So we may want to swap out to the Seeking here straight away. And let's go for a Fisher's Rend onto Cresselia, because Cresselia is probably got a Fairy type move back there. Man, Thundurus actually looks kind of cool. I've barely ever seen these Pokemon. They weren't... I don't think they were available in Black. I don't know what game these guys even came in. We do soak up a Thunder Wave with our Seeking right there. Gonna boost our special attack for those Icy Winds. But... I'm sorry. But Fisher's Rend is going to go into Cresselia and one-hit KO right there. So that's kind of a perfect play for us right there. We get one Pokemon down and no consequences so far. Cresselia's down and we've got Seeking out here. We do have Flip Turn if we need to swap out. Amoongus is a problem. So I think I will Flip Turn. I think I am going to Flip Turn. Let's Flip Turn on this guy. And let's also Fisher's Rend onto that guy too. Because this way we can set up the Misty Terrain. Oh, the battle was cancelled? Come on, that was looking like a good battle. I guess we're going to have to go for one more. I got a concerning message from someone else whilst this started. So I've got 20 seconds to pick my team here. Might be a little bit rushed. Let's go with this, and... I'm a little bit concerned about the Kartana. Kartana is just the biggest issue. We're going to have to bring Jellicent, I believe. Damn, that's not good. Yeah, so someone called Mr. Lum, not too sure, whose name literally looks identical to mine on Twitch, has been causing big issues around the community, and it's just a huge issue. For me, anyways, it's gonna affect my reputation, and yeah, I'm very concerned about this. Very, very much so concerned about this. We do have the issue of a Whimsicott right here. Whimsicott's problem, it's got Focus Sash and it can KO my Dracofish and it's probably faster. I'm probably going to have to double into it right here. Oh, that's so frustrating. That is so frustrating. I thank her very much, Miss Lilyfizz, for doing that. I'm gonna have to get into chat in just a moment. What happens here? We got the Fishious Rend and Hurricane is going to KO even with that berry. Not gonna do much. It wasn't Focus Sash, so there wasn't actually much point doubling into that. Especially if they went for Tailwind, we probably should have. Actually, then again, they did have the berry, so maybe that was a good play. Maybe that was a good play. So I do thank her very much for that. Man, this is just awful. Okay, so they are going to go Landorus here. We can't risk getting outsped, so we're going to swap into Seeking, and I'm going to Fishious Rend onto the Thunderous. Sorry, not Landorus, Thunderous. I don't know how to change those forms. It's kind of interesting to see a different form, Thunderous. I wonder what the differences are between them. I did not see too much of them between our life. Okay. So Seeking's going to come in here. Rise and Voltage, we do get the Lightning Rod swap in there, and it does come in clutch. See, playing casual battles probably isn't the best indicator of the team, but I think that would have been a good switch anyways. We do KO the Thunderous. Icy Wind is going to come in. That's going to lower our speeds. That is an issue overall, but because that's going to make it so that our Dracofish likely won't outspeed whether they come in next. But we are 2 up right here. We've taken minimal damage on our side of the field, but if they've got Cortana in the back, that thing could just straight up sweep us. It is Inteleon, so we do pretty much get this win, I believe. I don't think there's much that they can do to us. We're going to hit Icy Wind on that guy, and I guess we continue to Fishious Rend, and that might not be enough to KO, but at least it's going to do some decent damage. No, they cancel the battle. GG, we actually get 3 out of 4 wins right there. 3 out of 4 wins, that's not bad at all. Hopefully we can take this into ranked and make it work even better. But my big concern is that we will see plenty of Cortana and people will be a lot better on ranked, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Stay blessed. I hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, if you can, report Mr. Lum, not too sure, on Twitch for me. Later, Gators.